Okay, apologize for the slow start here. I am learning some new software. Okay. It appears to be recording. All right. Anyway, skip the first couple minutes. I have no clue how this works, but I copied it off the internet, and it's supposed to be the state-of-the-art software. So, why are we here today? I'm running currently Wailing Citadel on GameFound, and while the WitchBorn is a great tabletop game, it is also a fantastic online game on virtual tabletop. And in the background, let's make myself smaller here. You can see the Wailing Citadel battle map, and online, this is on Roll20. And one of the cool things is I give access to all the owners of the game to play. I also use it as a way to demo the game, because let's face it, I can only talk to so many people when we're at shows, but I can squeeze in games whenever. And we have a regular Tuesday night game that's been going on since COVID, basically, and we have a one Saturday a month game. But the other really cool thing about the virtual games is we got players around the world, like I think it's 8 different countries right now. And you can jump in and play at any time. If you're an owner, I'll give you access to the maps for free. And you can play, or on Discord you can say, hey, I'm looking for a game at 6 Eastern on Tuesday night, and you know, there's usually somebody who's going to be willing to play. Even at weird times in the middle of the night for you, might be, you know, perfect for somebody else. So I think people are a little scared of the technology, kind of like I'm scared of this technology here, trying to do the broadcast. And but we're trying to set up for a game tomorrow night, and we're going to try and run the Pit. The Pit's a much smaller battle map, so you'll be able to see it without me scrolling all over the place. I'm going to zoom in a little bit now so you can see how that looks. There's nothing I can do with this section down here where we actually do the dice rolling, but I'll talk to you about that. Actually, I'll show you right now. The best way to do dice rolling on Roll20 is /R space, and then depending on how many dice you're rolling, I'm going to roll 2, and then I do a D and 6-sided. So 2d6, and if I hit return, that's going to give me a result of 2 different 4s, or a total of 8. And simple. Until you know the game mechanics, you won't know that almost every die roll is a d6. So we're going to be rolling different combinations. So /R, maybe I'm crazy lucky and I get to roll 5d6 for my result. So I'll roll 5d6 and I'll get a 5, a 1, a 2, a 6, and a 4. And then maybe later on I'm going to roll just 1d6, but I have a +7 modifier on my damage. So I'll just type in the +7, and that'll give me a total of 10. And any code that I type in, if you've got arrow keys on your keyboard, I can get to my last one, I can get to the one before, I can get to the first formula I typed in, and hit return, and it'll give me a completely different result. This time it's 2 6s instead of 2 4s. So that's real simple. But I was going to show you how to set up minis online, and I think this will be handy. So when you create your war clan, you are going to hopefully use one of our PDF sheets in Acrobat. And these are two-sided. I've got, this is a big clan. They're 825 plus in value. So a normal war clan starts at 100. So I've got 23 games in to get me to this point with this clan. On the back page, I've got not only my mage and all their spells, but I've also got my firekeeper, who is the apprentice mage. But let's set a few of these up, see how long it takes, and I'll show you a trick when you're playing online so that you basically set up your guys once. All right, so let's zoom in to like 200%. Is probably good. Yeah. All right. And first we're gonna talk about my leader, the mayor. These are his basic stats. He's got defense and strength and agility and psyche and speed. And he's got some good armor, weapons, lots of skills, because he is level 6 up there. So if you come over to the journal, which is over here on the right hand side on top, it is the third one in, and that's going to show all kinds of tokens. So we're going to go to war clans first, and you can see all the different war clans: Children of the Moon, Curse of the Wanderers, Dwarves. But we're going to worry about orcs, and there are 3 different colors of orcs, just to make it so if multiple players are playing orcs, each can have their own color. And I have a male warlord who's going to look like that. And let's zoom in a little more, just so. And if I had a female warlord, she'd look more like that. All right, and I grab by the name, and I just drag to where I want them on the battle map. All right, so I want to personalize the warlord, and so I'm going to bring back my sheet, and the first thing I'm going to do, that's going to be popping on and off, isn't it, as I toggle back and forth. Not much I can do about that, but he does have a name. He's not called Warlord. So under this name screen, I'm going to type in the mayor. And my characters are usually named after TV characters. So this is the mayor of Kingstone. All right, he's the boss. And then let's see if I can memorize a few things here. All right, so the big news is he is a Khan, which at level 6 means that he is going to be able to use that skill 4 times. That's basically 4 rerolls that he can hand out to other people. I'm going to notice that he's putrid for one adventure. He met a skunk, actually, last time he was at Wailing Citadel. So I want to indicate that on my sheet, or on my token. And I don't have any skills like... I don't have any skills like Conceal, but I do note that I do have a stone horse. That's a kind of orc horse. And the stone horse gives me the fearsome trait, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to remember that I need 4 for the con, I need putrid, and I need my horse. All right, so first thing, the mayor. I'm going to select him, and these 5 little wheels pop up, and it looks like I'm covering it up with my face there. So let's get it out where you can see it. So there's 5 little wheels, and pretty much the main wheel you're going to use is the one underneath. And that's going to allow me to I want to mark that I have 4 cons. So I'm going to get rid of that 1 and put that little 4 dice there to show that I can use it 4 times. And then during the game, if I use it once, it goes down to a 3 and I turn off the 4 and so forth. So that's kind of cool. And then I am stinky. And it's just going to be for this game, but I get the little putrid icon, and that warns other players that they have to make a check to see if they can approach me or if I just stink too bad. And then I'm going to pull out my horse, which is over here on the right in Mounts and Beasts. And I'm just going to pull out a stone horse. And you're going to notice 2 cool things for the stone horse. It's, I don't know if mine has a name. No, I'm an orc. I don't name them. All right. But if I did, I would double click it and then that would pull it up. I might just get rid of the name or change it to the mayor, just to help people. And then you'll notice that I've already got a fearsome icon. Whoops, except it's behind my face. You'll note that I've got a fearsome icon already on there. And I like to put a red dot if they have a skill called Tireless. And if I want the mayor to ride the horse, you're going to notice I pulled the horse out second, so he's now on top of the mayor. Not a good thing. So for the mayor to ride, I'm going to right click, and there's all kinds of advanced tools here, but this one is I'm just going to select to back. And now the mayor is riding his horse, and I can just select them both and move them around the battle map on their turn. I probably wouldn't be riding on the ring wall, but let's bring them down. And there is a group tool, but it doesn't really work well on Roll20. While we're here, I'm going to go over far left, and there is a measure tool, and I'm going to pull that up, and I'm going to hit the button that says linger. And what I like to do is a stone horse can usually move at least 10. So I'm going to draw out, let's say I only want to move 6 paces this turn. I'm going to draw that out. And measurement is from any side. And the mayor can ride down. And that's how far he decides to move on that turn. When I'm done with my turn, I'm going to select the mayor, and those 5 little wheels are going to show up again. And I'm going to click the one in the middle, and I'm going to hit this red X. And the red X indicates to everybody that I've taken my turn, I'm done for the round. So that's probably the most complicated thing I'm going to show you today. This is all pretty easy to get a hang of. And we're all very patient. We understand that everybody has a different level of experience on computers, and we're a pretty chill group. So, very nice folks. So, I am going to shoot a note on Discord to a couple of friends, and let's see if either one responds. I would love them to jump into the chat room, and purely for my education with the software, I want to make sure that it's picking up their voices. So I'm going to send a note to my friend James. Hey, if you have a second, would you jump into the chat on Discord. I am practicing a live stream. All right, we'll send that off to James, and then let's see, my friend Brian is usually available this time of day. All right, and that will be a good test to see if you get to hear anybody but me if we run a game, and if not, then I've got to figure out. Oh my gosh. We had some folks jump in. Both made it. Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, just working on getting my audio set.
I am actually live streaming right now on YouTube, and I am showing folks how to set up tokens, and our hope is to run a game tomorrow night. And so my purpose of inviting you guys to jump in was I want to see if it's actually recording your audio. I'm pretty confident it's recording mine, and I am catching a little movement on the Discord in the background, so that seems possibly that it's working. Anyway, I'll keep going, and when you get your stuff ready, let me know, and we can chat for a few minutes and just tell people what's going on. I am going to go back to my roster, and I've got a number 2 is Dylan, who is a freebooter. And I've also got Milo, number 3, who is a freebooter. Both have stone horses. And so I'm going to freebooter and freebooter. And I'm going to use a couple different icons for them just to make them look a little different. And I've got Milo when he's on his horse, or if that's Dylan, I can't remember which. And I'm just going to use the generic stone horse for this guy, and I'm going to send to back. And then let's look at their stats real quick, and I got to remember to keep this out of my image area. I'm going to knock down my face a little bit. I don't think anybody watching is going to mind. I'll get myself out of the way a little bit more. And that's the apps. I'm going to show you a little bit later how apps work online. But okay, so we are going to change this one to Dylan. Save settings, and then likewise, I'm just going to change the horse's name to Dylan. So if they get separated later, I don't get confused, and saving that setting. And then the other one is Milo. And you're going to notice right away, let me get Milo's name in there. You're going to notice right away that while mounted, just like the mare, both are fearsome. They're both tireless on their stone horses, which is a very good thing. And then let's take a peek and see if they've got any unique skills that I need to mark. All right, not a whole lot. There's some very important skills I can tell you about. Like Dylan, for example, he has a skill called Aware. I don't want other players to know that, because the first time he's hit in game, he will it will not count. So he avoids that attack basically. So once that has been triggered, then I'm going to put the Aware has been used icon on him. He also, while mounted, has a option of dragging brush behind him to raise little dust clouds. And so in that case, if I want to use that, I can mark it with that symbol. The disadvantage is he moves a little slower, but hey, it helps him not get shot. And I think Milo is pretty much the same guy. You back there, James? I can hear you at least. I don't know if the any viewers can.
Well, that's why I was waiting to say something, because I've tuned into the stream to basically see if I can hear myself speak.
Can you hear yourself speak?
We're waiting. There's a delay.
Oh, okay. All right. And while we're waiting for the delay, there is nothing really special about Milo that I need to mark. He does have the option of doing the dust clouds as well. And then I'm going to do Constantine. Constantine is my quartermaster, who's a little wanderer. And once you start to learn the lore, pretty much everybody hates wanderers. So, Constantine, they are kleptomaniacs, and they have a tendency to steal stuff. What makes people like Constantine a little more is he has a pet tiger. So, pet tigers have skills like fearsome, as you can imagine. And they have a skill called stalk. So, he's actually basically hidden on the battle map. Sounds like James is not having luck hearing himself.
No. I said I can.
Oh, you can. Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah. I said that I could hear myself clearly, and that it does work.
Oh, good.
So,
I think my processor is working so hard that I'm going to be having fan noise. So maybe I can talk to our friend Josh, and he can tell me a setting on my microphone that might knock some of that fan noise down.
I couldn't hear any of the fan either through the mic or the stream. So you're good there.
Good. Well, I appreciate that. Hopefully James will be able to join us tomorrow night. He's taking some night classes and doing some group projects, and they're driving him crazy. So if he can't make it, we'll have some ringers. My friend Brian will probably join. Another friend, Daniel, will probably join. And we're just going to try and make it a fun experience, if I can remember all these settings tomorrow.
You should be able to save all of the settings as a particular type of stream because you're using OBS, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that kind of stuff, as long as you have a name for it and save it and everything and have it all in the particular position that you want it to, it will show up where you actually want it.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, it's it's saying we have 2 concurrent viewers and we have 5 views. So that's amazing. I don't know. I think I warned everybody it was a test, but hey, I'm going to share it with the GameFound group later this evening and just say, hey, this is the best way to learn how to play, because we can run games and I don't have to be there in person, so it makes it great.
Yeah, I would suggest maybe moving the position of your webcam, your face cam, over where the minis themselves will actually be, because when we're playing the game, you're only going to need to see the most recent couple of rolls.
Right.
So that way, you're not taking up any space on the map, you're not covering any tokens or anything like that, you're just, especially if you're going to do webcam for it. And then you can also I believe, I don't know what the button is for, yeah, I just saw you move it there. I believe that, so I don't know what the button is for Macs, but on like Windows, I can hit F11 and go full screen on Roll20. So that might be something worth doing. And then if you have the Discovery app as a separate window that you have open, you could Alt Tab to it, right?
Right.
And that way you're not you have a minimal amount of extra stuff on the screen.
Distraction. Yeah.
Exactly.
I think what I may even do tomorrow for the live stream is just expand it like that so people aren't messed up by seeing that stuff, but we'll see. Because I can place
I'm waiting for this. Oh, go ahead.
I can place the chat window anywhere and make it any size.
Yeah.
So I can just bring it up small and just show the last couple rolls or something in one of the corners.
Yeah. I was actually more so talking about like the top bar, because we can see all of the shortcuts and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know how to hide that, so I will look into that for tomorrow.
Yeah. One of the things that you can probably do is you can probably set it so that you're only getting snippets of different windows. So you can basically, on OBS, I believe you should be able to adjust how much of the various screens that it's showing. Like you can crop them.
Yes, I can see that right now.
Yeah, because you could basically crop it so that we're only seeing the like center of the game screen, and then you could crop the chat window and have that like in a separate location. You can basically reorganize the whole thing to make it look however you want it to look.
See, this is why I need you tomorrow. I hope you can make it.
I should be done. I spent the last 40-something hours 3D printing and painting stuff for a project that was either going to be something I presented today or Wednesday, and I presented it today. So,
fantastic. All right.
Yeah, but you should be able. There should be options to crop it. I have not opened OBS in a minute, but I did used to use OBS because I briefly used it to stream video games for some friends.
Oh, cool. So you got a little experience with it. I watched a couple tutorial videos today, and the best experience is just trying it out, and that's kind of what I've hoped to, new users of our virtual gaming group. I want to show them how convenient it is here. I think I'm not going to show a lot more today. We're going to save it for tomorrow. I don't want to drone on and on and on and have a lot of stuff, but I did want to show you a couple more things. Making these tokens for your roster is a bit of work, right? And so when you're done, what I usually do is I clump them up and I hit copy. And then there's a little folder up here in the upper right, and I'm going to pop that up, and it shows you all the different maps we can play on. And we have created a thing called token storage so that you only have to do this once. And I'll put these guys with another one of my couple more of my war clans, and I've got a head start next time if I decide I'm going to play the orcs. I've got my wanderers ready to go. I got my favorite guild team ready to go, so you can see that. We'll jump back to Wailing Citadel. And the only thing I ask folks is if they do use our maps, clean up after you're done and delete any extraneous stuff. I did want to show you how to use apps. So the apps do have a QR code down there, but it is apps.witchborn.com that you can go to, and these are free. And actually, let's go back to the beginning. Let's go to apps.witchborn.com. Here's all the current apps that are in use right now, and if you wanted the Wailing Citadel one, it is there. And as you get encounters, they're either going to be outdoor or indoor. And this one, you get to deal with some lobotomized orcs, which is a lot of fun. And their stats are built right in there for you. This does save cookies, so if you lose your game for your connection or whatever, it will remember your place so you can come back and pick up a game later. If you want to start a new game, you go off to that left-hand side and hit the Start New Game. And that'll take you back to the home screen, and maybe the next time you get an indoor discovery, and you get to face a ghostly shade. During the course of the game, wounds might happen. And so, in this case, you're maimed. The WitchBorn are using your body for research. They want to see what's inside. You're nearly disemboweled, and then it tells you how to resolve that. And critical fails in this game are called oopses. And so there are melee. Oh, your armor splits up the back to reveal you really do have excellent junk in your trunk. There's missile ones where you might snap your weapon, and magic ones where your spell components fizzle out. So tons of variety. You'll never get the same game twice, guaranteed. It's just a statistical impossibility. And that is just the basics for setting up. James and I are probably going to continue to talk, but I am going to wrap this one up and invite you tomorrow night around, I want to say 7 o'clock Eastern. We're going to probably be ready to start the stream, and we'll leave it up unless somebody like me really messes up the stream. We'll leave it up so that you can view it at your leisure. And then fingers crossed, we're going to do a tabletop live stream on Friday night on Halloween. What better time to play Wailing Citadel, right? Thank you for watching, and really appreciate the patience as I try and learn this new stuff. Let's see if any new stuff I can learn from James before tomorrow night. Thanks for watching. Good night.